Hello peeps, and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. So last episode we started working with the whole bioreactor thing. And I've gone ahead and moved the setup from here into here. I've also gone ahead and made a total of 9 garden cloches. These are all growing something that the bioreactor can use. Mushrooms, potatoes, which you can get from windy gardens I found. I just went outside my door of my old base, found a windy garden, broke it, and got a potato. Carrots, melon seeds. Not the melons, but the melon seeds. Same with the pumpkin seeds. Wheat can't be used, but the wheat seeds can. Beetroot seeds can be used. Beetroot can be used in a way, and cactus can be used in a way. These two only work if they're in dye form. Beetroot seeds, or beetroots, can make red dye, and cactus of course makes green dye. So there's going to be some intermittent processing stages going on here, and that's what we're going to get going with today. You might notice I have some conduit binder in my inventory. I also have a redstone furnace and a tier 2 crafter. So we're going to set up a few things here. First, attached to that, I'm going to set up this redstone furnace, because we're going to bring the cactus out of here into the redstone furnace. Up here, we're going to put the tier 2 crafter. We're going to grab a melon, a pumpkin, and a beetroot. We're going to apply that. Apply that. And apply that. Now, let's see here. We're going to need to have this thing remember, which means we're going to need this to be on to activate to start. And I'm going to put melon in there, pumpkin in there, and a beetroot in there. We're going to tell this to remember the current items. That way, I have room for everything in here. Now, if I turn this thing on, it should craft everything down into the seed form. So, that one crafter will get the whole job done for me. Let's come out here. We're going to need to make some item conduit. So I've got some pulsating iron, and I've got a crap ton of conduit binder, so we're going to make a bunch of item conduit. We're also going to need some filters. We're just going to use the basic item filters, which is hoppers and paper. Okay? Paper's easy. So are the hoppers, really. Probably need 4 hoppers total, I'd imagine. We'll just use the bypass recipe so we don't have to mess around with it too much. And we'll just make a bunch of paper. This will get me 4 basic item filters. And we'll go ahead and start attaching everything here. Starting with this. You are going to insert only cactus. You're not going to extract. Up here, you are going to insert pumpkins, melons, and beetroots. You are not going to extract. Actually, you are going to extract. I can set this thing to insert and extract from the same side. So you're also going to extract. And you are going to extract. We're just going to run all of this over here. We'll bring it back against the wall, and we'll take it right into here. You are going to insert, not extract. Now I need to get up here, because I need to change these. Actually, let me make sure this thing is turned off first. Always active, active on redstone. So we'll land, and extract, always. Extract, always. 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 You are going to extract only melons. You're not going to extract the full-size melons. But you are going to extract melons, and you're going to put them in there. You are going to extract only seeds. Which means I need to get a seed. Go ahead and start. You can start. You can start extracting. I can see a problem here. I may... Yeah, I see a problem. I'm going to have to set up another crafter, I think, to handle the beetroot. Because this... Actually, you know what? Let's turn this off for now. Let's take one of the pumpkin seeds out of there. We'll put that in. Actually, let's get the rose red out of here. We'll add the rose red to the output slot. Damn it. Let's turn that back to never active. We'll get the rose red. Put that in the output slot. And we'll hit the remember. Because that way it'll remember it's got rose red in there. And it will always have room for it. So we'll turn that on to activate. Pop that in there. You are always active. And you are always active. And that's going to cook up cactus green for me. You are always active. That's going to pull the cactus green out. And that should, at some point here, once I set you to extract, that will fill this thing up with everything I need. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 possibilities that can go into there. Are the beetroot seeds going in? I don't think the beetroot seeds went in. Can it not handle... No, it can handle pulling out that. Extract, always active. There's no filter on that, so it should be able to pull the beetroot seeds. Oh well. It'll be fine. I'm not really going for maximum efficiency right now anyway. I mostly just want to get this up and running. Because if we come in here, right now I am running at an energy surplus. However, that is only because I have my steam dynamo running with some blocks of coal coke that I put in. I've got some more coal coke cooking in here, I expanded the tank here so I have more creosote. But if I'm not running the steam dynamo, I'm running at an energy deficit. So I need more power. That is where the bioreactors are going to come in. Bioreactors are plastic, fermented spider eyes, machine frames, slime balls, bricks, sugar. How is that different from this? Oh, this took blaze rods. Okay. Wait, this is a bioreactor. I need biofuel generators. So I need blaze rods. Alright, so I'm going to need a compressor, because I don't want to go fight blazes for this. So, blaze rods can be made by compacting 5 blaze powder. The compactor is bronze, machine frames, copper, piston, easy. Easy, easy. As soon as I find all of my crap. So we'll need some copper. We'll probably need some of that. We'll definitely need some iron. I've got some of that in there. We'll pull that out also. There's a bit of iron. Need my bronze. May need electrum, I'm not sure. Might need that before all said and done. Needs plastic. Needs spider eyes. I know I have a couple of them left. Yes. And we'll need some sugar and a couple of mushrooms. I should have enough to do 3. There we go. And I've got all of these fricking melon seeds. Not really anything I can do with them. So for right now, I'll just toss them in here. Nope, need you. Where the hell is the rest of my iron? Did I toss it in here? No. Oh, I really, really, really want to get power supply up so that I can actually put up refined storage. I've got some iron on me. Derp. Not a whole lot, though. I'm going to need more. So. Compactor. We need a piston. We need 2 bronze gears. We need a machine frame. Do I have tin on me? I don't. Do now. So, piston, cobblestone. Piston. Why only 1? Why for is it only crafting 1 at a time? That's what I wanted. Not sure why that was so difficult. Tin gear. Actually, I'm going to need a couple of them, because machine frames are used for the bioreactors. I will need some glass. Get 2 of them. Missing iron. Damn it. Could have sworn I had some more iron around here somewhere. I need to process more. There's a piece of iron ore. Probably good that does. There's some iron ore. I may just need to set up some processing here. So I could have sworn I had more iron, but I have been using a lot of it. So I'm just going to do this the easy way. Grab some sand. And I'm just going to process it via the induction smelter. Induction smelter plus iron ore gives me ore duplication without having to worry about it. So we'll come back when we're ready for that. This gets me enough to finish the compactor, because I need 2 copper gears and a redstone reception coil. And there's my compactor. So, blaze powder. Should have some in here. I don't, but I have cinder pearls. No. Want the cinder pearl in there. Here's some phytogrow. Do your thing. And for right now, I'll just the compactor right there. Gonna need 10 blaze powder to get this going. Once again, Dagger spends most of the fricking episode looking through chests. I want to get 2 bioreactors up. So I'm going to compact a total of 20 blaze powder to get 4 blaze rods. Oh, and I got some rich slag too. Where the hell was that when I needed it before? I need 1 more piston, I think. Out of wood. Fix that. Okay, and 4. So, bioreactors. No, biofuel generators. Biofuel generators, furnaces, plastic, machine frames, pistons, and furnaces. I know I have a furnace in here somewhere. Kind of want to just use it, but I'll just make 2 more furnaces. Who cares? I've got enough materials to make a 3rd bioreactor. Let's go ahead and do that. Or biofuel generator. I'm going to continue to get that wrong from here until eternity. Break that down. Pistons, we'll need 3 more. We'll need 1 more furnace, so that's perfect. We'll need another machine frame, so another tin gear for a 3rd machine frame. We've got the 3 spider eyes. I've got plenty of plastic, so really all we need is the blaze rods. And those are done. So let's get those set up and get this running. There's 3 biofuel generators. I also have some fluid ducts here. We are going to need a flux point. Or a flux plug, rather. And actually a flux plug I don't think is going to help much. Because we've got this right here. I'm going to have to upgrade my flux storage for this to really make a difference, I think. Or just build another energy cell and attach it. I might do that. So, biofuel generators are going to go right here. Maybe. Haven't thought this part out yet. I don't like how that's going to work. Okay, how much do these things produce is my question. So let's get these running first, and then we'll find out just how efficient they are. So we'll need a servo. Attach the servo right here. Ignore redstone. And we'll need to get some leadstone flux duct on here. For right now, I am just going to put a flux plug on it, I think. Because these things will just be backup energy. Do I have any flux points in here? I do. I have flux cores out the wazoo. Oh, but the flux blocks are a pain in the ass, so I'll need 4 more. So, flux block, get, flux plug, get, plug you in there, set to my network, and let's turn you on. That's going to start producing biofuel, and these things are going to start producing power. How much are you producing? 78 RF a tick. 160 RF. 160. So why are you only producing 78? Why are you only producing 78? Is it due to a limitation? Huh. I don't know. I'm not sure why that one's only producing 78. It's going to waste a little bit of power, but we're going to try this. There we go, 160. Now that one's only producing 58. What the hell? 78. 160. It's got to be a limitation. It's got to be a limitation of the carrier or something. I don't know. Well, no, because this should be able to transfer 1,000 RF a tick. What happens if I use fluiducts instead? Maybe it's just that the bioreactor isn't. I don't know. Don't know. Fluid containers. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, whatever. It works. It's doing its job. It is inputting 82 RF a tick, which it's currently putting into the network. Network statistics, input, output, 82. So right now this thing should be gaining... Oh, this thing is not gaining power. This thing is actually losing power. So what's happening to the power that's being generated here? Is it being devoured and it can't be stored because there's not enough storage in the network? Because if I pause this... If I pause all three of these... This thing is currently transmitting 0. This thing is inputting 82, outputting 82, 102. Yeah, my network buffer is only 256K. But this... Oh, that's actually losing power ridiculously fast now. Oh, the phytogenic isolator. That's what's draining all the power. Forgot about that. This thing's using 80. Well, it still doesn't make sense. Because this thing's using 80. These over here use 8 each, so that's 72. What does this thing use? This thing uses 10. This thing uses a little bit of power, but not much. This is using 20. Still doesn't feel like it's... I don't know. I'll have to add more flux storage and see if it balances out. Yeah, now I'm getting 88 from that one. I'm getting 160 from that one. 160 from that one. And according to my network, I'm taking in 72 and outputting 72. So if I disable this flux plug, inputting 0. So we're currently not taking any power from this. Which means those are handling all of my power needs. So if I disable this thing right now, if I break that, inputting 72, outputting 72. Okay, so that is currently handling my entire energy demand. Over here anyway. This is handling everything I need for power. This is only powering the phytogenic isolator, which makes sense that it's losing power because that's not producing enough. So what I really need to do is I need to set up a way that my flux storage uses this as a reserve. Because right now it's not. So it might take multiple flux networks. I will come up with a plan for that off camera and we'll get started on that probably next time. What I am going to do, though, just to help maintain my power here, I'm actually going to attach the flux plug there and set that to my network. Because that, well, that didn't do anything, did it? Oh, wait, yeah, not a flux plug, because that wants to pull into the network. I need to push out of the network. So we need a flux point. What am I doing? I've got all the redstone I need right here. So we'll get a block. 4 more flux cores. We'll make a point. And we'll attach a point right here and inject energy into the network. And that is now gathering all of the power. So what I can do at this point is I can go ahead and reattach the flux plug right here. And that will allow this to tap that if necessary. If for some reason those the biofuel generators can't keep up, then it'll be able to tap the energy cell as a reserve. But for the most part, it's just taking all of the power from my network buffer here. Input 1.1 KRF a tick, output 1.1 KRF a tick. That really doesn't sound right. Sounds like I might have created a loop somewhere. No? How are we pulling 1,000 RF a tick on something? Nothing here should be pulling 1,000 RF a tick. These things are totally capped. No, they're pulling something's pulling a ridiculous amount of power. I don't like it. So it was attaching that did it. I don't know why. For whatever reason, attaching the flux point to that oh. Input. That's why. I attached the flux point at the wrong spot. Need to attach the flux plug over here if I wanted to do that. Or the flux point. There. That should stabilize it. That should stabilize things. So, we're inputting 73, we're outputting 73. That thing is still gaining all of the power from that. These things will now be powered completely by my flux storage. And these should be regenerating power. Yes, they are. I was wondering why I was draining power so fast. Like, wait a second, I did something wrong there. And I did. So, now that's all sorted. Okay, so I actually don't even need the water wheel anymore, I don't think. Because I've got, what, 320 plus 80-ish. I've got about 400 RF a tick from these 3 generators. I'm still going to keep the thing up, because, I mean, it's free power. And free power is good. But don't really need it. It's more of a backup now than it is anything else. I do need to upgrade this flux storage. The basic flux storage takes a bunch of flux blocks. That's why I wasn't doing it. Because it takes a bunch of these flux cores, and yeah, those are a pain in the ass to make. They require tons of ender pearls. Okay, well, I feel like this is where I'm going to call this episode, because we actually did get quite a bit done. there was some derping around, but maybe not as much as usual. We've got a very good supply of biofuel going. We've got 3 biofuel generators, and this thing is producing enough that I can power a bunch more biogenerators off this if I need to. I think the actual limit is 28 off of a fully supplied bioreactor. So I should be able to put a lot... I can get a lot of power out of this thing. We've got all this set up, so I'm building a reserve here, and if necessary, we can tap that, which I'm going to set this to do again. It should still be gaining power. It is, okay. So in the event that 400 arithmetic isn't enough, this thing will kick up and get us going. I am going to call this episode here, but I am going to say next episode we are going to be getting into refined storage. Because I am tired of looking through all of the chests. So off camera, I'm going to get some of the stuff necessary to do this. It's going to take some of these processor things, which requires the solderer, which requires quartz enriched iron, which is just quartz and iron. So, not difficult. But these things are fairly slow to create when you first get going, and I don't want to waste that much time on camera. So I'm going to do some of the basic setup behind it off camera, and when I come back, I'll explain the entire process to get started, and then we'll get going full bore with some refined storage stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been Nightdagger with episode 12, I think it is, of Mod of Minecraft Nightdagger. Hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I'll catch you later, peeps.